Good evening, beloved family of divine light. Infinite love and blessings to each of you as we start this new series of Tuesday night global meditation. Welcoming all of you that are joining us live through the Instagram page as well as YouTube channel, and welcoming our beautiful Lisa that is here in person, and our beautiful Caitlin that is here in person. And if you're ever in this area and you're feeling very well, please join us in person. We have kept the pyramid as this ascension chamber as attaching actually with the unity Christ consciousness above it. From the ceremony of New Year's Eve, and I just felt like this needs to stay here for what we're going to go into with the new version of the Tuesday night meditation that's very focused with our mighty I am presence and our hearts to bring all of our focus, direct energy, and frequency through our holy Christed selves, through our crystalline matrix, literally, through our plasma consciousness, allowing this mighty I am to come through so that together we can every week address a current issue on earth that is no longer of service for Gaia and humanity, so we together can visualize the solution in its perfection through the divine lens and hold that vibration inside of us and breathe it, continuously breathe it. So I'm going to take us through how this looks like. So this is going to be the new way we will do the Tuesday night meditation, and each week the focus will shift because we each are coming in with our octave of light. Each of us carry this powerful ray of light that we can contribute now in a more focused energy and together, pulling it together. And that's why we wanted this pyramid to remain here so we can blast it out as we're allowing it to be blasted out through our sacred heart. So we thank all of you for joining us. The camera lens is a little bit far from me, so I can't quite see who's joining us, but we just thank your presence that is here, and we'll catch up afterwards. So to do this, there are a couple of things that I like to start with that is going to be different with our Tuesday night meditations, this global meditation that's focused differently. One is that we have had, I always ask you to light a candle, so we continue to have that. And this really represents everything that is impure, that is of a vibration that's denser, to fully transmute back into light. So nothing remains in where we are. So that's why I ask all of you to please light a candle. So it represents the transmuting flame, our ascension flame that is transcending all of density that is no longer of service back into the light. Second, we always put water in here, but this water today also has the rose petals in it. And it is carrying, before we started this and with you present with us, I did do the blessing of the water with the Sophia Christ frequency. And I wanted the water to be so charged in its highest vibration of divinity, so that as we start this, the water is so fully charged in divine perfection, because it is going to be carrying that. Water is in everything on Gaia. So we want the water to be the first essential to allow all that is being anchored into Gaia. So that's why it's charged here with that. And I have a little bit of the rose from the ceremony of the New Year's Eve, and Lisa and Caitlin also have their rose this evening. It's just here to support this Sophia Christ frequency that has been activated on the planet, that is being anchored into our crystalline, really vibration in our diamond light body, in our plasmas, to be anchored fully into Gaia's crystalline diamond heart. So it is here for that purpose and support. So the way we are going to start this new series is going to be with, as we have done, it is calling the tube of light. And I'm going to be speaking of this just a little bit, just for tonight, for those who are new. And from next week on, we're going to be calling it in, and I'm going to be asking all of you to call it in together, which I feel would be very important. Then what is going to be also different is that while we call this crystalline tube of light, then I'm going to have us fully, slowly allowing the frequency of this fiery crystalline light to draw into our field completely in a much slower way and ground it into the heart of Gaia. So each of us in our 9 diameter of this crystalline tube of light, we are very anchored, and these 12 chakras are anchored into that place. So within this, as we're doing this, there may be some light transmission that I might be experiencing because we're as a collective working with this. So you may hear a bit of toning. I don't know. We'll see. We're just going to be open to that, but it will be really preparing our vessels first before anything else. Then we are going to hold the image, and I'll say the image beforehand. We're going to hold this image, each of us, inside our belly. So we're going to hold this incredible image in its divine perfection in our belly, with our breath and with the feeling of this pristine perfection. And we're going to just breathe into it and gently breathe it out underneath us and allow it to just anchor into Gaia's crystalline core. For those of you who have taken my ancient sacred breath, the 3rd level particularly, you can utilize that, the specific technique, with breathing this into your pranic tube. So you know what to do with that one. For everybody else, it will be just holding the image. You see it, but you're going to hold the image in your belly. And you're going to feel so good about it and gently breathe it out. When we do this part is a very focused energy for between 9 to 12 minutes. So please don't go on a tangent of any other visions, because today we focus each week on one particular current issue on earth that all of us are coming in to, with our incredible Christ-like light, to expand it to its divine perfection. Does that make sense? Okay. So today is just a bit of explanation. We won't be going so much into explanation from the following week, but today I felt we need to go through this explanation. And what is important for you to embrace you as a holy divine being of pure light, that you are of service for Gaia and humanity. So it's just a lot of reverence for you, a lot of gratitude, and For those of us who are journeying in the 144 days, it is the allowance. It is the allowance of your magnificence and your Holy Christ itself that is coming through, opening the way so your mighty I am can come in and be of service. So that's the frequency that we are putting in as this octave of light. So I am ready to begin if you are. There is the decree that I'm just going to say to open this up before we go to the baby tube of light. So let us begin this. This is the invocation to the golden pink ray, which is the frequency that those of us who were in the ceremony of the New Year's with us, we anchored in the activation of this Sophia Christ 12th dimensional frequency. So I'm going to say the invocation, and all I ask you to just relax back and feel into the words that are said. Just taking a nice, easy in-breath in and breathe out. Let it go. And breathing it in, perhaps a golden pink ray into you. And breathing out golden pink ray out of you. And just be in that place, nowhere else to be, nothing else to do other than this moment without beginning. Close your eyes, welcoming the invocation, opening for tonight's meditation. In the name of my victorious presence of God, I am. I call to the heart of beloved Serapis Day and the brotherhood of the Ascension flame at Luxor, beloved Saint Germain, beloved Persia, beloved Jesus Sananda, beloved Sunat Kumaro and Lady Venus, 7 mighty Elohim and 7 beloved archangels and archeas, and the 7 Chohans of the rays of light. I invoke the golden pink ray from the heart of God to enfold my 4 main body systems and all other subtle bodies as I say, golden pink light from the heart of God, golden pink light from the heart of God, golden pink light from the heart of God. Infuse my form with thy dazzling golden pink radiance. Saturate me with the golden pink light from above. Saturate me with the pure white ascension flame. Raise me up into thy eternal glory. Resurrect my entire consciousness, being, and world. Illumine and charge me with the light of cosmic love for the victory of my ascension and the victory of my eternal freedom in the light. As I call this for myself and for the earth, I also call this for every man, every woman, and every child on this planet. And so it is. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. And so it is. Take a deep in-breath in with that golden pink light into you. And breathe it out. Now, dear hearts, our focus tonight, as we start 2021 together, on the first meditation on this 5th day of January, the focus is on pure water throughout the entire earth. Obviously, this would be the first choice above all other concerns we have, as water is life. And we in the human incarnation, being predominantly created out of water, the consciousness of water is everything above all else. And the pure water, I call it, versus clean water. The purity of water is from the true nature of what we are. The plasma contains water. The diamond crystalline template contains water in our structure. And water is a liquid light. So it is very important for us to tune in to the liquid light inside our 50 trillion cells. And it is the consciousness of this liquid light as a vibration that is in all particles throughout the entire earth, in the negative ions, anywhere where there are mountains, anywhere where there's ocean, anywhere where there's streams of water, rivers, anywhere where there's waterfall, anywhere where there is even the ponds and even like lakes, there is this body of water. And this water also is in the dews that are in the beautiful plants. It's also in the rain, it's in the snow, it's in the ice, it's in the fog. So we're really connecting in the consciousness of this water as the ultimate, purest form in the geometric shape of its magnificence. So the visualization that we will hold tonight is the purest water, and it is the celebration of the purest water that we each going to feed from the frequency of our love, from how magnificent that feels, the oceans being completely pure, the rivers being completely pure, the drinking water available in its purest form for all humans, and also all animals, and also all plant life, all flowers, all are blessed by this pure water that comes straight from the mighty I Am presence that has blessed the entire earth with this water. So that is going to be our focus for this 9 to 12 minutes. Not yet. I just wanted you to tell you what the focus is. So we're not going to be focused on what is not working. We are going to be focused on what we are choosing to see for the entire humanity. All animals, ourselves, our homes, all businesses, all schools, everywhere is blessed by the highest water. It is pure structure that carries the golden liquid light of life. So that's our contribution tonight, and I thank all of you for that. So let us dive into this place. So we will first begin with the decree of the daily tube of light. This daily tube of light comes from our great mighty I Am presence that descends all the way from the heart of its source of creation and extends all the way down, covering our mighty Christ itself in its electronic substance and crystalline formation, covers each of us, our four lower bodies, our physical, mental, emotional, mental, and etheric body. and extends all the way down, extending all the way down through the ground, passing through all the fields, extending all the way down until it reaches the heart of Gaia. And this crystalline tube of light is the size of about 6 to 9 diameter. And you are sitting inside of it. And you are completely enclosed in this incredible, powerful, crystalline, plasma light substance that comes from this mighty I Am presence. And it completely covers you with its presence, true presence that is the highest gift. And within it blazes the action of the violet flame. That is the action of transmutation, transformation, transcendence. Everything above you, below you, through you, inside of you, out. And it spirals around you and expands everything back into light, into Kuan Yin's temple of mercy. Within the mercy flame is fully transmuted back into light. So nothing remains. And each of us are completely blessed by that which comes from already what we already are. Nothing is coming from outside. So let us ground first into this action of the crystalline tube of light. So let us close our eyes. Let us breathe into our hearts. And let us breathe out. And in here, I invite you to breathe in a white flame into you. And breathe it out. And again, breathe in a white flame into your heart. And breathe out. So you can connect with the white flame that's already there. Again, breathe into your heart and its white flame. And breathe out. Now visualize yourself completely in this crystalline white tube of light. From above and below. And you're sitting inside of it. You're fully covered in the action of the violet flame. And you're just breathing in and breathing out, and it's allowed as I will begin. Almighty I Am, true self within, Alpha and Omega, heaven descend, infill my being, my auric field with a mighty, brilliant, white open shield. Into my field blaze violet fire, freeing flame of lightning power, transmuting all dross of. I'm doing it again. Yes, look, because I'm starting to go again. Almighty I Am, true self within, Alpha and Omega, heaven descend, infill my being, my auric field with a mighty, brilliant, white ovid shield. Into my field blaze violet fire, freeing flame of lightning power, transmuting all dross of human creation, freeing my soul from all false separation. I am now one with my I Am source, merging with all the powerful force, connecting me with all beings in kind, loving oneness in all mankind. Tube of light, strengthen my being, violet fire, blazing, singing, protect, defend, and lift my soul. Mighty I Am presence, I am whole. Let us seal that with. Let God be, let God's will crystallize now. 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 Thank you so much, everyone. So I invite you now, as the music begins, Bring your attention to your beautiful heart. See its dazzling, glorious ascension flame of light. See its sacred flame in its purest essence as you connect into it, as you connect to the source of your origin from your mighty I am presence. Breathe into it, dear hearts, and breathe out. And let us breathe into it again to fill it into our beautiful physical temple, this beautiful pure white light. And let us breathe into it deeper so we can expand it now to our emotional body. And let us deepen that breath even more into its core, into the center of our heart, and breathe it into our mental body. And let us now breathe deeper again back into the center of crystalline diamond heart, and breathe it out to our etheric body completely. And let our four lower bodies be covered in this dazzling, crystalline, magnificent ascension light. And from here, let us draw our attention all the way up first. All the way up to our heart chakras. All the way up to the center heart of our great mighty I am presence, connecting to the heart of each of our mighty I am presence, connecting to its divine pure perfection, connecting to its shadowless light, connecting to its eternalness, connecting to the immortal beingness, connected to its infinite perfection, connecting to its 144 qualities and its magnificent rays of light, connecting to its plasma ray of light, connecting to the most magnificent crystalline Christed light, and it's Sophia, Christ true essence, breathing into it and breathing out. As I ask each of us to bring our attention to this Alpha and Omega in the beginning start of the divine gateway chakra. Let us breathe the Mother Father presence and the golden child of the Christ of light in its magnificent golden white light there. Breathing into this chakra as a golden, pure white light, allowing it to be fully radiant. Breathing deep into that chakra, letting it be fully luminous, and breathing it out, drawing this golden light to now come down, descend down into the galactic chakra, and also connected to the magnificent universal chakra as one, allowing it to be luminous in this magnificent golden white light. Breathe deep into it, breathe it out, welcoming it in. Take a deep breath into it. And breathe it out as you allow this golden white ball of light to descend down now to the stellar gateway and the soul star chakra, allowing it to be fully luminous in the golden light as you continue to breathe in into it and breathe out into its center, allowing it to expand everywhere. Take a deep breath in and breathe out, letting it now descend down to your crown chakra, illuminating your crown chakra fully with this golden ball of light as you breathe into it. Breathing out, descending it now into your third eye, this pure divine perfection in its white golden flame of light. Breathing into its center, grounding it into your third eye in that higher vision to purify it. Sinaya, Wanaya, Munaki, Sinaya, Kunaya, Munati, Deep breath in, breathe out, allowing it now to descend down into your throat chakra and all your body, experiencing this luminous light. So the voice of your divine truth is expanded through all your beings, through all your body. Unai, Kanai, and Unai, Tisunai, Unari, Tikina, Kai. Breathing into this, breathing it out, drawing this golden pure white light now into your heart. Breathing into the center, breathing out, allowing the luminosity to expand in all directions, and allowing this white golden light to now come to your solar plexus as a beautiful solar disco light. As you breathe into it, Tisani Krishna Hawaii Tinekinata Naki Isimiki Ushukinai Wati. Breathing in the presence deeper now, letting it fully wrap sacral chakra, allowing it in this white golden light to be fully luminous, that disconnect your emotional body and all the waters inside of you. Taking that deep breath now, allowing the water of light to drop deeper now into your root chakra. Usia, usia, usimai, nasi, you of divine mother expanding, allowing it to now drop now into your earth star chakra, breathing the golden white light now into your earth star chakra. And let it now completely drop into the center of Gaia's crystalline diamond, golden rose and heart, and you are fully anchored in this crystalline, golden white light from the center of the mighty I Am presence in each of your chakras, now grounding it fully into Gaia's crystalline diamond. Breathe in the divine perfection into our heart, connecting our heart to your heart, to source heart. Breathe that in, breathe it out. We welcome Alpha and Omega, the great central sun in space, beloved Helios Vesta, and our solar sun into this space. We welcome our star brothers and sisters of the highest light into the sacred space. We call in the Elohim of the highest light, the Mahachohans of the highest light, the karmic board of the highest light, the ascended masters of the highest light, the mighty Elohim of the angelic crown of the highest light, our angelic hosts, and the mighty archangels of the highest light, the ascended masters of the highest light, our spirit animal guardians of the highest light, and our ancestors of the highest light. We call in the ascended mighty crystal whales and the crystal dolphins and the elemental kingdom of the highest light. The beautiful spirit animal guardians and the indigenous masters that hold the prophecies of life, calling the ancient Lemurian enchantment in the cities of life. We call in the elements of water, fire, earth, and air, the direction of the north, the south, the west, and the east, the mighty eagle, mother serpent, sister jaguar, and the honeybees, and our inner child, our inner teenager, our adult and to now bless us through our holy Christ itself with the highest vision of the purest water inside of us and through all planets, as now we breathe in that vision of the highest liquid light of water into our belly and connect with the divine perfection of joy and its celebration into our belly. And we hold that breath. And then we release it out of our breath into earth and all bodies of water connecting with this consciousness. As we now hold this breath for the next 9 minutes to 12 minutes. In the name of our mighty I Am Presence, we give great gratitude for this call. We honor the hearts of all that join together in service to Gaia and humanity, in the visualization of the pure water throughout the entire planet for everything and everyone. We recognize this action has already been taking place in higher planes. We give great gratitude to our mighty I Am Presence and our Holy Christ itself and our sacred holy temple to be the vessel tonight that has allowed this magnificent divine vision to be anchored into Gaia's crystalline diamond heart and the crystalline grids. We recognize this is done. It is so according to the divine's holy name, as we see its completion with saying, it is done, it is so, and so it is. It is done, it is so, and so it is. We are complete. And let us all bring our sound of completion into this vision, and bringing that sound of room into it. Take a deep breath in. Let us give ourselves a big hug in gratitude. We give each other a big virtual hug. All of us around the globe in gratitude as we hold each other's hands. Thank you so much, everyone. If you have water next to you that you can drink, let us drink this liquid light with so much gratitude that you connected to this crystalline Christed liquid light, oneness, unity. And thank you. Thank you, Peyton. Thank you. Thank you all. Look forward to hearing what you experience. We can just briefly go over it. Lisa, anything you'd like to share?
I really liked doing that. It felt really good, and it was easy to keep visualizing how the water touched everything, the rain, and it felt awesome. I love doing this. Thank you so much.
Caitlin, anything you'd like to share with the group?
The most significant thing I remember was seeing all of Africa where it's a desert. It was blown away, and there was a rainstorm, and it was showing all of the old Egyptian architecture that was been hidden under all of the sand, and I saw angels over Earth and a whole circle of octarians over Earth, and it's just raining and raining and raining. And then I saw a vulva on top of Earth with the rose on top of the vulva, and the rain like purifying.
Gaia is vulva.
Yeah.
Literally. So beautiful. Thank you. The first image I had was just holding the image was right away the entire earth having crystalline water, literally, and it was like this beautiful golden liquid, like a light color blue. It was so pristine, glorious. It was so beautiful to see all the crystals of the water that were able to radiate in the rivers, in the streams, in the rain, in the waterfalls, in the sea, in the ocean, and the amount of dolphins that were able, pink dolphin, white dolphin, blue dolphin, gray dolphin, the amount of them that were able to just filled. It was so beautiful. It felt so right starting this way, and the pristine nature of this, the vision of the purity, and everybody's so respectful with the water. Then I saw every home had alkaline water. It was just given. There were just fountains and fountains of water on earth with clean, the pure water that was available to everyone. And the animals were radiating such glorious light from the water they were drinking. And humans had incredible aura. Just everywhere walked with radiant aura of Christ-like aura because of the water. So I'm so grateful. I still have chills from that, and I like to hear from others. And from Lisa and Caitlin, I'll ask since you're here, because you've been doing this for a year with us too. Could you see like the preparation of the body first before we could do that? How was that for you?
You mean
Before we hold it,
golden pink light?
Yeah, just coming all the way, and just our whole systems being in the frequency before we could go into the vision.
I loved it. I loved it. It felt really, really good. And I already set my crystalline tube every morning, and I say the decree. But when you did the light language and moving it down to the 12 chakras, it felt really good. Really good.
That's what I was guided to bring in, starting this in this way. And Caitlin?
For me, I didn't know we were going to go through that, so I was doing it before. And I found that the sound with the light language really, really anchors it in.
Yeah.
It's very like
visceral.
A visceral feeling.
Perfect. That's exactly what it was, because I was also experiencing visceral, but I wanted to make sure I'm grounding so I'm not going out. That's why I was guided, because I can, like the second I said the decree, I'm about to go. That's why I was like, no.
I opened my eyes a couple times to make sure you got left.
As soon as I see it, like I'm about to leave my body, and I'm not to leave, and that's why it's like, okay, let me bring it so we can come to the core and stay. So thank you for that. Thank you. And let me see what everybody else shared. And we're so grateful. We also have our Instagram family with us, which we're very grateful. So Valerie, so nice to have you with us. Kimberly and Tanya, thank you for being with us tonight. Kendra, thank you for being with us. Kay Wesley, Christina, thank you so much. Cynthia, thank you so much. Francine, thank you so much. So much love to all of you. We would love to hear what your experience was tonight. Were you able to stay in the vision and just allowing it to come from you onto earth? And how was that for you? Universal, so thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much. Hillary, thank you so much. Deep gratitude. Looking forward to hearing your responses. Kendra says, I felt the water being restructured and saw oceans and all forms flowing through the earth, returning to its original beauty, structure, form, and purity. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We're very grateful for your contribution tonight. When we all focus the energy together in one area, and those of us, especially for a year, we've been doing this, and now we're taking it to the next octave as one with our visions combined together and pulling it into the different grids of Gaia's crystalline structure. This is going to assist all, and we're a small group, but the power of it is phenomenal, and I thank all of you. So thank you so much. Please be sure now to really hydrate your system, and before you drink the water, because it's been connected with here, and especially this structure we are in, as you see, that went out. It is going to have this lasting impact to the plasma everywhere. Be sure you connect with the water first as a golden liquid light, and let it quench the thirst of the areas that it is calling. Much love. Thank you so much for your service tonight. We will see you next week, Tuesday, as we go over another issue together that we are now bringing our energies to resolve. And I welcome all of you to join Michael and I this Friday for the new time, 4 p.m. Friday Tea Time Ascension Talk. It will be on both. It is the 9-year anniversary of my dying and crossing over to spirit side. So there'll be a celebration around that, celebrating my rebirth, being sent back to earth as an emissary, messenger of light. So for all of us to bring this Christ consciousness into earth. And before we take off, Cynthia says, because everything is a maximum percentage of what I saw, humans, animals, everything glowing in pure divinity, then it was like we were all illuminate bubbles. Thank you so much, Cynthia. So much love. And special gratitude to Cynthia, Lisa, as well as Tanya, that have been part of our ancient sacred breath of the will with the specific technique that they are utilizing for this. Much love. Thank you, Lisa, Caitlin. So much love. Thank you, everyone. How do I say bye to this now? And perfect. There. Good night, everyone.